Hi again then guys, and so we've got another updated GranTurismo 6 top-end tune for you today, and this time it's for a very highly requested version 2.0 update for the GT-R Nismo. Now if you are looking purely for the fastest Nismo in the world on GranTurismo, don't watch this video, because that is not the purpose of this tune. My tunes are never designed to be the absolute fastest. As I've mentioned before on the channel, I do not subscribe to that way of thinking. I think that's a stupid and retarded notion, because as soon as you release what is claimed to be the fastest tune, it's no longer the fastest tune because everybody has it. So, with my tunes, I always aim to have a mix of high performance and fantastic drivability, so that not only can you keep up with your opponents, but you can also outmaneuver them. And that is the purpose of this tune. Now, my existing tune for this car already did 300 under its own power and could take the corner right at the bottom without spinning out. With this updated tune, we've improved the acceleration, the top speed is around 4 miles per hour higher, and the handling is better. So, I would recommend racing soft tyres, but I know different people have their own preference there. For suspension, we've got the ride height on 90, front and rear. Springs we've set to the maximum, front and rear. Dampers and anti-roll you want as low as possible. Camber is set on 2. You can play around with that a bit more. You can lower it, which will make the car more manoeuvrable, but it will also be more inclined to spin out on the corner. Whereas if you increase it, your high-speed stability on the corner will be even better, but it will be heavier. So I'd recommend keeping it at around 2, but feel free to play around with that. We've got neutral toe. We'll come back to the gearbox in a second. For the gearbox, you want, or for the diff I should say, you want the lowest initial torque, the highest acceleration, and the lowest braking. I've got a torque split of 30/70 on this one. All the power upgrades, of course, and I have fitted NOS. You definitely want the full weight loss package on this car. I have removed the rear wing, and then as far as the gearbox, you want an auto setting of 249. Then for the individual gears, we've got 2950, 1940, 1375, 1035, 830 and 700 with a final drive of 3. Traction control you definitely want turned off. And so, as I said, my existing tune for this car already had pretty good acceleration and would cruise at 300 under its own power. The changes with this car are your acceleration is now quicker, especially mid-range and top end. Your top speed is around 303 or 304, depending on which side of the track you're on. The cars are, or some cars are, for some strange reason, faster on the other side of the track. That is the case with this car. You can push about 303 on this side, 304 on the other side, so you can keep up with most other GTRs, most other Huayras. You can outrun most Vipers, Cadillac CNs, Celine S7s, Volkswagen Nardos, etc. But there is only one downside to this tune, and that is draft potential. In order to get this particular top speed with this particular setup, you have to keep it set on 0.3 for the final drive. Now, that means that your draft potential is only around 320-ish, or just over. So if you need it to do more than that, you can lower the final drive to say 2.9, which instantly allows you to do about 330 comfortably. But it instantly also affects your cruising speed. It will drop immediately to about 301, 302. So if you do need more, you can lower it. But the purpose of this tune is to increase its own power cruising speed up to 303/304. And I use this tune all the time, to be honest, with this car. This is my go-to tune for top speed racing on this car, and I've never had any issues with draft potential, because I never use NOS when I'm in draft. I don't see the purpose of that. And in the final corner, you can use the high-speed manoeuvrability. As you can see here, you can get right down to the bottom of the corner. You're doing around 290, no problem whatsoever. It can hold that with NOS as well at around 300. So as far as manoeuvrability goes, you can pretty much outmaneuver any other Nismo. So, if you decide to use this updated tune, obviously I hope you find it fun, and it's a little bit more competitive than before, which in the case of the Nismo is a big deal. So if you're new to the channel and would like to keep up with new updated tunes like this and completely fresh tunes as soon as they're released, be sure to hit subscribe down below, and as always, thanks for watching.